There was a man who made nearly $200 million by lying to people on the phone. He bought yachts, mansions, threw parties so over the top they sounded fictional. Then he went to prison. His name was Jordan Belfort. Most people know him as the Wolf of Wall Street. But here's what almost no one explains. His scam wasn't complicated. It wasn't clever. It was almost insultingly simple. And that's exactly why it worked. Let me show you. Imagine you're selling lemonade. You charge 50 cents a cup, someone buys it, you make 50 cents, that's business. Now imagine someone says, I'll sell it for you, I know buyers, I'll charge $1 a cup and we'll split the profit. You agree. They take the lemonade, they sell it. But you never see your money. When you ask where your cut is, they say, the buyer hasn't paid yet, just wait. You wait. They disappear. That's the entire scam. Jordan Belfort just did it with stocks instead of lemonade. In the late 1980s, Belfort noticed something about Wall Street. Big famous companies were heavily regulated, lots of rules, lots of oversight. But tiny obscure companies were. These were penny stocks, companies worth almost nothing, trading for cents, barely watched. So Belfort built a boiler room. A warehouse full of salespeople calling strangers all day long. Here's how it worked. He'd buy millions of shares in a failing company for pennies. Then his brokers would call people and sell that stock for $1, sometimes more. They promised massive returns. They sounded confident, professional, trustworthy. The company itself never improved. The product was still bad, the business was still dying. But the price went up because Belfort created fake demand. And when the price peaked, he sold everything. He walked away with millions. The buyers were left holding worthless stock. That called a pump and dump. And he ran it over and over again. His victims weren't wealthy insiders. They were retirees, middle-class families, people who thought they were investing responsibly. Many lost their life savings. Eventually, regulators caught on. Belfort was charged with fraud and money laundering. He cooperated, he served less than 2 years in prison. Then he wrote a book. Hollywood made a movie. And somehow he became famous again. Not as a criminal. As entertainment. Today, he gives motivational speeches about persuasion and success. Most of his victims were never fully repaid. So what's the lesson? Maybe it's that scams don't need to be complex. They just need to sound good. Or maybe it's simpler than that. If someone calls you out of nowhere and promises you easy money, hang up. Because on the other end of that line isn't opportunity. It's someone trying to take everything you have.